Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dee and this is the Optimistic Network. Today I decided to test the Hydrating Longwear foundation on my face because I'm a combination skin girl coming from oily, but as you age you get a little drier, I think, and it all depends on what you use on your face and the climate that you're in. And I get extreme winter and extreme summer here where I am, so I decided to try this because I didn't think it would hurt me, just because I feel nowadays like I don't sweat that much. At the end of the day, when I wear foundation, I'm a little greasy but more dewy than greasy, so nothing terrible. By the time I rub that off my face is dry and actually need an oil. So I really wanted to try the Hydrating Longwear foundation. I chose the same shade that I'm using in my Soft Matte Pro Filter, and it fits well. As you can see, this is the foundation on my face, and I went ahead and contour and did, you know, all the things and finish. I went on my lip, the Undefeated by Fenty. I just throw it on. I'm not going anywhere. I just wanted to try the foundation. You'll notice that I also did like a little unboxing just to show you guys how the foundation came. I don't think anybody's much interested in that nowadays, but this works good for me and I wanted to try it for myself, but I also wanted to record it just in case somebody wanted to see it. If you think you have a combination skin, if you think your complexion is like mine, it's $3.85 I chose. Yeah, and I don't know, I feel the same way. It's a Fenty new foundation review. I just got my package, still haven't opened as yet. I'm gonna go ahead and open it. This was in soft tissue paper, so I'm gonna throw the tissue paper. I hope they didn't spend a lot on boxing, because I think it's unnecessary for the shipping box. Like this box, you know, is nice and neat, but for the shipping box I think it's unnecessary to do all that Fenty stuff on it. Then you just throw it away. I mean, you're not gonna keep it. I got my receipt here, and this is the Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear foundation. I only got the foundation. It goes for $35 and it was free shipping. So yeah, that's what it was. And the box is like that, and I got three. I got $3.85. Whatever you use in the soft matte, you can use it in this Hydrating Longwear foundation. So I went ahead and just got $3.85. I didn't want to buy three, obviously not, because I already have those two and it's coming on to winter time. I didn't get the hydrating primer because I figure more or less that the hydrating primer is gonna be too dewy for me, because as I said before, right now I think I have a combination skin, a little oily and a little dry, because it started out me having like real oily skin. I could just do my hand like this on my face and then you'd have seen oil. But over the past year or so, I think my skin has changed, and I've noticed that. And if you watched the video, I think it was my favorites video, I said that my skin has changed so much, like especially when it comes to being oily. So now it's more like a combination. Still have a little oil in the T-zone, but it's not as oily as it used to be. So I didn't want to get a big bottle of hydrating primer and then I can't use it. It would be for me like a waste of money. So what I did, I just got this. I'm gonna use my instant retouch primer with this because I have combination skin and I don't want to be too oily, but I realized that I don't want to be too dry either. It's almost like I preferred my skin when it was oily. I don't want to be too dry, so I decided to use these two together. And I wish Fenty had made a small hydrating primer like the travel size like this. I'm pretty sure they will eventually. We know they didn't always have the travel size in this and they came with it, so I'm pretty sure they'll make the travel size, but I wish they had made the travel size. Then I would buy the travel size because I know it's not too much and it would be cheaper, and if it don't work for me I wouldn't have to waste it. But if I buy the big hydrating primer and it doesn't work for me, what I have to do, just waste it. It's gonna be just sitting here and I'll never use it. So I didn't buy it. If you're watching, be sure to come with a small size hydrating primer so I can try it and see how it works for me. And if it don't work, I wouldn't feel bad just wasting $16 or so for the travel size. But I'm not gonna spend $30 and waste. Congratulations to Rihanna on her new foundation launch. For some people who have been waiting for it, I was never like waiting for it. I didn't know so many people had a problem with a soft matte foundation, because that's my go-to. That's the only foundation I use now. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try this foundation on camera. It's 1.08 fluid ounce. I love this packaging. Can I talk about the packaging? It's kind of like toothpaste packaging, so it's easy to carry. You don't have to worry about it being squeezed up. It can burst though, so you still got to be careful, but I prefer this than the bottle. First of all, it's lighter, and second of all, it's easier to travel with and manipulate. So I really like this packaging. I don't know that I've ever seen anybody with a packaging like this. And what I'm doing now, I'm just cleaning off my brush, because I'm gonna use a brush to put down, because that's what I see everybody using, a brush. But to be honest with you, I cannot tell you the last time I used a brush. I've been using my Fenty sponge. I lately found the elf sponge that's like $3 that I really like so much. I'd never ever use a dewy foundation, because honestly, I'm always about that matte life. I think when you're greasy, you kind of stay away from anything that say dewy. But I've been enjoying putting a little oil on my face nowadays. That looks good, but I don't know, I feel like the brush is streaking it out. It's not the Fenty brush, and maybe that's the one that's made for it, but I feel like when you have a good foundation, any brush can put it on. And the only reason I'm not using, I hate that this got on my hair, but the only reason that I'm not using the sponge is because it's thin. This foundation is kind of thin, a little watery, not much more watery than the other one. And I don't want the sponge to suck up the foundation. But look at that, I feel like that looks good on my skin. Look at the glow. And it does look like skin. As you can see, my skin is doing pretty good now. The worst I have is this, and no, it's not covered as yet. But what I'm gonna do is just pat over it and maybe put a little more. But my skin has been doing pretty good. At one point I had a lot of breakout marks here, so I just rubbed them and they went away. Not right away, but took me a while to get rid of them, but I'm rid of them now. And I think my skin is doing pretty good. And this was very easy to apply. It looked like it's done applying. This shit is fire. I love this. That's good enough coverage for me. I don't usually do more than this coverage. And a new thing that I like to do, I don't like to carry my concealer out that way too much. I'd rather kind of just drag it down in the middle, keep the light in the center of my face. It feels light. It feels really light on my face. And what I was thinking, I was like, now this sponge is gonna take away the foundation once I start putting this on. I thought the sponge was gonna take away the foundation, but I feel like the sponge is just sitting on it. I feel like the foundation is set already, even though it don't feel dry. So I guess that's how hydrating primers feel. Feels like it starts set. Feels like it's starting to set already, even though it doesn't feel dry. Yeah, you know, you're looking for a certain feeling. And then I'm gonna contour the hell out of this baby. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna finish doing what I usually do to my face. Just my makeup feel the same way as it would normally. It is light, and I don't know. I don't even want to say it's a little lighter than the soft matte. My soft matte is really light to me. Maybe because I use a damp sponge to apply it, but nothing to me like my soft matte. But this is like skin. It's not full coverage. As you can see here, I have a little black spot there, and it did not cover it up. I didn't put no extra effort into covering it up. I didn't like use a second amount. I didn't conceal it or not. I'm kind of that girl that like my foundation looking a little real, like natural, like my skin. I mean, not if you get it in your hair like I just did, but I like my foundation looking a little natural, kind of like my skin. So it's okay to me if certain things peep through, as long as they're not too much. When this is just a dry up scar, you know, it's fine. But it does look like skin to me. It does look like skin. All my products are sitting nicely on top of it. Even when I use the beauty blender to blend out the concealer, I thought the beauty blender would take up the foundation because it's so thin, and it really didn't do that. And the beauty blender is damp. I use that to blend out my concealer, and I use the same foundation brush that I used to put on. I use that to blend out my contour, and this is it. As you can see, this is the foundation. I have nothing bad to say about it. I think I gotta wear it a little to see how it wear, but for now this is how it applies. So if I go dancing, I probably won't wear this because I sweat a lot when I go dancing. And another thing, did you know that that soft matte one is non-transferable? When I go partying and I dance and I sweat and I like kind of just pat my face, there's no transfer on that tissue. I just realized that the last 2 Saturdays I went out dancing and I realized my makeup don't transfer. You know, when you pat, you're looking for makeup on the maybe a lot of people watching and they're looking to see that transfer because they be like, oh, you must be wearing a lot of makeup or whatever. I patted and I didn't get any transfer, so I don't know if it's like this, but the next time I'm going out, I'm gonna wear this foundation to see how it wears in the days or in the night. If I'm like going to a movie or something that I won't, somewhere that I won't be sweating or, you know, greasing out, I'll wear this. But for now, this is just the application. My other products sit nicely on top of it. It looks nice, and I mean, I have highlight here, so that sheen that you're seeing is probably highlight because I put my highlight here and kind of drag it across here. And you see the same for here, put it here and kind of drag it up. But I think my face is looking the same. If you watch my other videos, my face, I don't know, I think my face look a little dewier than my other foundation, to be honest with you. Now that I'm thinking, because I was thinking because I say if I watch my other video, and I remember that I watched our other video yesterday and my foundation was looking more like I wasn't wearing anything. But this has a nice dewy look that I like. This is a good way to try a foundation if you just want to see how it feels on your skin or how it blends out or how the products sit on it. This is a great way to try it, just trying it on. But to see how it wear, I would have to wear it for at least like 4 or 5 hours, at least, the least 4 or 5 hours. So the next time I'm going out and I'm gonna be out for a while, I'm gonna wear this foundation. I'm gonna come with a mini review of how it wear when I do that. But for now, yeah, this is it. It's nice. I like it. I would use it. I have no problem with it, and I know it's just not gonna sit around. It's the shade I'm using now, and it looks good on my skin, so I know I won't just have it sitting around, so I know it will get used. It's pretty light. I use the brush. The next time I try it, I'll use my sponge because I really prefer my sponge, because when I use the brush, for some reason it gets in my hairline. If I use a sponge, which you would think would get in my hairline more, the sponge does such a good job on my face, nothing in my hair. And now I'm just gonna wipe this makeup off and wipe out my hair. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you like it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I know there are a lot of reviews out there, but I think my skin is my skin and my viewers are my viewers. If you want to try this foundation, go ahead and try the Pro Filter Longwear foundation, because I tried it and I like it. So I love you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.